Let me show you behind the scenes of what it's like for me on a day where I am working on my side hustle. I often get asked, like, how do I do it? How do I manage my time? How do I prioritize my tasks? And today I have got childcare for both kids. It's 9:30. I've got until 3:30 to get as much done as I possibly can. So here we are inside of my planner. I need to start every single day by looking at my top priorities and what's going on and just taking 5-10 minutes to plan everything out. So I use Notion to do this. This is my weekly planner. You can see that there's not actually a huge amount in here, and that's because I am on maternity leave at the moment. But when I am in my day job, this is usually absolutely packed to the rafters. But today I've got a couple of key priorities that I can see. One is that I've got a power hour at lunchtime, and the second is a big money making task that I am working on at the moment. And then I can click into my day, and I've just planned out what my top priorities are, my quick wins. So these are things that are going to take me less than 10 minutes to do, things that are going to move the needle, and you'll see that there's crossover between my top priorities and my moving the needle tasks. And then I've got projects and other tasks that I am working on. So this is how I look at everything that I've got to do in a day, and then I will sit and check the clock and think, okay, am I going to spend the next half an hour between 10 and 10:30 checking off all of these quick wins, and then I am going to move on for an hour and a half of working on a new PDF before I then have my power hour at 12. Because I have such small chunks of time to work with, I really prioritize money making tasks for me. So I look at everything that I want to do and I want to achieve, and I look at it through the lens of what's going to move the needle forward, what is actually going to make me money. And for me, that is creating new products and then creating content to serve my audience. So email and social media content. Okay, I finished my quick win 10-minute tasks, and it's time for me to have my third coffee of the day. It's 10 to 11 now. I have just filed our VAT return for our broadband business and made that payment. And now I am going to prep for my power hour, which is at 12. But before I do that, I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes, because the light is reasonably good where I am at the moment, filming a couple of TikToks. It's now 11:30. I have just finished filming and editing a TikTok video. So that took me around 20 minutes to do. I have been showing up and creating content on TikTok now for 15 months, and I find it so much easier and faster to do now than I did when I first started out, because I'm a lot more confident in talking to the camera. I'm also a lot quicker at editing. I do absolutely everything within the TikTok app. I don't use CapCut or anything else. I just don't want to add any other tools that I need to use in when TikTok works perfectly well for me. I find it much faster to do, and I always try and prioritize content creation when I feel inspired and in the mood to create something. It just makes it so much easier than sitting down at the end of the day and thinking, oh my gosh, I need to post something and now I need to think of an idea of what to create. I just try and do as much as I can when I feel happy and ready to film. It's now 5 to 12, and I've just finished writing a few notes for my power hour that is coming up at 12 o'clock. These are based on some of my observations I've had looking at the information this person has submitted in their Typeform, and these are some of the key challenges we're going to address for them over the next hour. So getting more visibility, increasing their sales and conversions, and looking at the finance side of their business. And then I've just got some little notes here on questions that I want to make sure that I cover and that I ask. It's now 1:30. I have finished that session. It was so good. I love having an hour dedicated with someone to focus on them and their business and answer all of their questions. It was really great. It was such a good session. We basically created a 90-day action plan for how she is going to go from a standing start with no audience to building an audience, building an email list, and then eventually turning her skills as a trainer and someone who works in leadership into digital products. And it's going to be amazing. And now I need to find something to have for my lunch. This took me 2 minutes to put together. I've just got some leftover roasted butternut squash. I've got some like bulgur wheat salad, some feta, some tomatoes, some seeds, because apparently those are good for me. I find it much easier if at the weekend or during the week when I'm cooking like our main family meals to just do some things on the side that I can turn into like quick lunches, because if I'm having a day like today, which is rare, where I've got childcare and I want to make the most out of my working time, like I am not stopping. I know I should, but I like smash as much in as I possibly can. So having something good that I can eat quickly is key. And then also when I have my baby, I mean, if you've had a baby, like, I mean, you know, like there's no time. Those 6 hours have gone by in an absolute flash. I have managed to record 3 videos because I was feeling in the moment and like I could create a lot of content, so that'll do me the rest of my videos for this week and a couple for next week. I have then also prioritized the framework for one of my new digital products. I did that on my laptop, and what I have actually done is, so that if I do get any little pockets of time, I have frameworked it all out in Notion, which I can use on my computer and on my phone, and now means that it is all set up just in a place for me to add content and write the copy. So that is done. I didn't get to my email flow on my digital product ideas. I didn't get to do my Sunday scoop email, but that's okay because I will write that during my son's swimming lesson on Sunday. I got my power hour done. I've done all of the feedback and the follow-up. I filmed a quick 10-minute video of me auditing her website after we'd had our session. And now it is time for me to get the dog. My walk takes approximately 75 minutes, so I'm gonna have to be speedy, and then it's time for my nursery pickup. All right, it's 5 o'clock. I am now late because that took me longer than normal to walk the dog, and I've got to go and get my son from nursery. It doesn't actually shut till 6, but he's gonna be mad that it's 5 o'clock.